Hey y'all, it's Nancy the Handy Scandy. Welcome back for another crafty venture. We are going to be playing with some sprays and spritzes and some brand new product from This Calls for Confetti. So you may or may not know, but TCFC just had a new release. The August 1st release was kind of a light release for Halloween. There's plenty more Halloween to come. And I have some of the new products. The card panel die. I don't know what it's called. I always use the wrong word, so I apologize. I'll have everything linked and listed downstairs in the description box. But it's like, it's a full card panel. And it's two panels that go together. They layer together, and it's called What Lies Within. The other one is called Ghostly Greetings, and it's a series of ghosties. And the boo sentiment. Right now on screen, you can see that I am using watercolor card, as well as spritzes, distress spray stains, and mica stains. So I am making an ooky spooky background panel, kind of a master board. I will use whatever works best for my particular project. So in this moment, I have an idea in my head, but that's all I have. So I knew that I wanted kind of a creepy, greeny yellow sky. I didn't want the traditional, the orange, the yellow, the pinks and the purples. I didn't want all that. I wanted a kind of a sickly looking sky. I think that's what I got. And I used the black soot. And if you know, black soot is really not a full-on black. It's kind of more of a deep, deep gray. And so I come back in with some more sprays after I fill my whole page and I water it down and I dry it. I come back in with some more sprays because I wanted some more of that shimmer and that shine. So here is What Lies Within. You can see that it's two full A2 card sized dies. So this is the top layer, and I'm lining it up on my master board to see exactly what I want to cut out. And there I have cut out my panels, and I want them to be a little bit bigger than my die. I'm making A7 size cards, which are 5 by 7, and I have taken the boo, no, it's not the, I keep wanting to call this the boo die set, but it's the Ghostly Greetings, and I die cut 1,000,000 ghosts. I've used them on a variety of projects now, and I still have that whole little baggie full, as you could see. So I'm kind of working, kind of jumping around a little bit. So going back to my panel right here, so you can see that I cut down that ooky spooky sky, sparkly spritzy background, and I've made 2 panels out of it, and I'm layering it up with some black cardstock. And I used my corner chomper to chomp the corners only on the right side. I just thought that asymmetry looked kind of cool. So I did the card base as well as the black panel as well as the distressed spray night sky background. All of those have that right side corner chomped. And I'm also doing it, as you can see, on these delicate little frames. Now let me back up and talk about these dies for a minute, because it is a 2-piece die set, like I mentioned. The top is this one. The bottom is a layering die, and we will see that right here, actually. So the idea is that you don't have to cut out the bits and pieces to go behind the windows. For me, it's a lot easier to cut the bits and pieces that go behind the windows than to try to line that whole thing up. That's just the way my crafty brain works, and that's just the way it works for me. We all craft differently. We all think and process differently. So you make it work for you. So here I'm using this gold metallic paper, and that is what will go behind my windows and my doors, because that just makes more sense to me. And then you can see that I cut out my moons, and we will address those moons here in a minute, because I want them glistening and shiny and bright and bold against the creepy greeny yellow night sky, and I want it to pop off of those bats that are flying in the sky as well. So there is no right or wrong way to use these. You use them in a way that fits your crafty style. So here I've got just some scattered straw as well as my Harvest Moon mica stain, and I spray these up and they are beautiful. They have a visual texture as well as all the glistening, sparkly mica that we love about the mica stains, mica sprays, and they're just beautiful moons. Now sometimes you can do a moon in grays, you can leave it white, you can do whatever you want with your moon. It's your moon. I just thought this yummy golden yellow was perfect for this fall moon on my spooky haunted house scene. And so I have them both layered up with my mica stain moons and my metallic card windows on my spooky house. And I'm just laying it down, making sure that every piece is touching that background so that it doesn't lift up. And I like the way it's offset to the left. So the whole panel being offset to the left and then the chomped corners on the right provides that symmetry that we wouldn't necessarily have if it were just offset, if that makes sense. And I didn't want the normal, just put the whole thing in the middle. So this boo word is from the Ghostly Greetings, which of course all these ghosties are as well. And the boo is offset in its layering too. There are 3 layers to the boo. I only used 2, and there are multiple ways that you can use that sentiment as well. Now the ghosties come as layered dies as well, with the same idea, so that you can cut one out in white, which would be the front, cut one out in black and layer them up, and then you don't have to fill in the spaces for the mouths. Again, for me, for my crafty brain, the way that it works, it's easier for me to cut the bits and pieces to layer on the back to do the faces than it is to layer the entire object up. I have a hard time with layering dies, guys. I just do. That's just the way my hands work. That's the way my eyes and my brain works. I have a hard time with layering dies. There's no right, there's no wrong. You do what works for you. And of course, I had to use some beautiful confetti from This Calls for Confetti. And look at how it makes that sparkly night sky. Oh my gosh, I am in love with these. There's so much shine, and I love that ghostly, spooky green and yellow sky in the background. It's so yummy. It's so good. It's creepy, but it's also gorgeous at the same time. So y'all, I have had so much fun playing with TCFC's new stuff. I can't wait. There's more to come. There's plenty more to come. This is just all I got in this particular release. There's more from this release, and there's more to come. So hang tight. If you didn't already hop around with the hop that we just had with the design team, I would encourage you, stay tuned. Make sure that you like and subscribe to all the different channels and the designers, because you want to be alert when we have these fun things going on, because there's lots to come. So guys, thanks so much. Talk to me downstairs in the description box. Use those links if you want to go shop. And until next time, mwah, I'm out.